Hi guys, how are you doing? Well, I know I told you guys that I'll be talking about if statements in this tutorial, but I think it's better to start or a scanf function because I haven't even thought about it and it's kind of important, right? Well, what scanf does is it takes an input from the command prompt, wherever from you want to input. Well, let's look at it. Well, suppose we give an integer and then till now what we did is we write like x equal to 4 or something. But what if we want the user to input the value using interaction? So now all we have to do is scanf and then write the type that you want to write, like percent d. I want to input an integer, right? So here I have to give the address. I'll be talking about it soon, so don't worry. So now what it does is it will scan the value. So now let's print the value. We're storing it in x, right? So now let's try to print it. Let's see what it will do. Compile and run. Wait, what's the problem? Okay, good to go. It's done. Now let's input a value 3. It will print 3. So now let's look at what is happening. We declare an integer x, and then now let's tell the user to enter some number. Enter an integer. So now the statement will be output at first. So now he'll be waiting for an input. When he entered the input, the scanf statement will look for that input and it will be stored in the variable x. This variable x, this undex means undex ampersand x means it will be stored in the variable x, and the ampersand x gives the address of the x. Address is where the variable value will be stored. We'll know it about more when we are using the pointers, okay, in later videos. But for now, scanf, what it will do is it will take the input that we entered and we have to use undex for the value to be stored at x, and here is a type the conversion specifier that is needed, and after that we stored in x, we are printing it using the printf statement. Let's see how it will work. First enter an integer, it's still in. Let's enter an integer 5 and then it will print the 5. I hope you guys understood it right. And now for today's thing, I'd like to talk about another thing is you people might get, I mean not just you, but all the people who write the programs will get warnings and errors. Well, warnings don't affect how the program runs, but some warnings do affect, so don't neglect the warnings. And if you got an error, then it can compile obviously, so I have to make sure that we'll reduce, minimize as number of errors that you can as possible, and make sure you don't have any warnings too. And that's it for today's tutorial, and in the next tutorial I'll be telling you guys about if statements, the conditional statements. So that's it for today's tutorial. Bye.